Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6 with low visibility and severe winds in areas of the region. We're live again in Kennewick on this first alert weather day with the impact of these hazardous conditions. Also ahead, we are taking you to Yakima where a SWAT standoff is unfolding. What we're learning from the scene as negotiations are currently underway with a robbery suspect. Later, decades of secret UFO files are now public. What do they reveal about unexplained sightings here in Washington state? What investigators in our state have discovered? Stacy.
And from the Kittitas Valley to the Columbia Valley, we have been seeing gusty winds today. We had rain, and now we're starting to see blue skies. I'll tell you what to expect in your weather forecast. The News at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Here we go at midweek. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redmond is anchoring Good Morning Northwest. It is a first alert weather day. Let's check in right off the top with our very own Stacy Lee live in the Weather Center, continuing to track today's peak wind gusts.
Yeah, we warned you, right? It has been very windy today. In fact, we topped out Tri-Cities was the windiest spot. 55-mile-an-hour gusts recorded a little earlier today. Hermiston, no slouch there, 47 miles per hour. And as you can see, it's been windy throughout the day. Now, it's still breezy outside now, but things are going to start getting better. So sustained wind speeds right now, 22, 23 miles an hour. Hermiston at 31, and the gusts, of course, 44, 37. Now, those numbers will start to decrease as our wind advisory will expire tonight after 11. 66 right now. Dust Devils getting ready to play. I see lots of sunshine, so the clouds have cleared. They don't have to worry about any thunder or lightning. Some of us saw that overnight as well. Temperatures staying, well, pretty cool. That was a cold front bringing in all of that wind today, so temperatures well below where we were yesterday. As far as tomorrow goes, look for breezy winds, not near what we saw today. Temperatures in the 60s, 70s, and it will be dry. So showers decreasing overnight, breezy tomorrow, comfortable temperatures going forward, and then we'll see warmer temperatures return to the area next week. I'll break it all down coming up. Austin?
All right, Stacy, continuing our first alert weather coverage, severe wind is knocking down tree branches and creating dust storms in the region. Let's go back out now live to Caleb Stipkovitz, spending his birthday traveling through some of the hardest hit areas. So now it looks like where are you now? You're at West 36th Place in Kennewick, where a homeowner has a lot to clean up.
Yeah, hey Austin, that's right. Yeah, so we've moved locations. It is still super windy outside. We're here in South Kennewick. I'm with Dottie Stevens, a Kennewick homeowner who has quite the story to tell. So Dottie, you said that you left to go to Rotary Club. What kind of did you find when you came back?
Well, I was gone at noon. I came back a little while later, and when I pulled in, I went, oh no, the tree, the 40, 50 foot tree has fallen over.
I mean, that's got to be crazy. I know that it seems like you lucked out a little bit because it doesn't look like it hit your house, but how are you feeling after that?
Shocked and happy it didn't hit my house and there was no damage done, but it said to me, oh, my fragile spruce, it has literally fallen over. 40-plus-year-old tree.
For sure. And I know that you mentioned that you think it might have been a pretty high wind speed to have knocked that down. Do you have any idea what it might have been?
I was thinking 60 miles an hour. It hit it, and as you'll notice, it snapped off clean and fell over directly to the east. So it was a good west wind.
And Dottie, I know that, obviously you're probably not going to be the only one who's been affected by, trees falling down, maybe other debris or dust storms. Do you have a message to other people who might be experiencing this as well?
You might want to trim your tree up, and if you have a spruce, shallow root system, be checking. You could be the next one to lose your beautiful 40-year-old spruce tree.
Absolutely. Yeah, wise words there, Dottie. Well, everybody make sure to stay safe. As we've mentioned, high wind speeds right now is knocking down trees. Tree branches have fallen as well. We're trying not to blow away out here. But yeah, so just make sure to stay safe. And Austin, I'm going to send it back to you at the desk.
New tonight, we are following breaking news. We're going to go to new video from Yakima Live. This is in the city of Yakima, where a SWAT standoff is currently in progress. This is the scene at 18th and Dalton. Yakima police, the sheriff's office, and SWAT are negotiating with suspects who we are told were involved in a robbery from earlier in the day. Streets in the area are blocked off, and police are asking the public to avoid the area. That's all we know at this hour, but once we learn more, we will bring you any updates on air and online. Now to the Tri-Cities, where the Richland Police Department says it is looking for a wanted man after officers tried to arrest him this morning but couldn't bring him into custody. Police say it started around 8 this morning when officers spotted the man near the 500 block of Holly Street. RPD says the man then fled, running through several yards, and officers could not find him. The department says it coordinated with the Richland School District to help students get to Sacagawea Elementary safely during the operation. At this time, there is no update on if the man has been located, but RPD hopes to have him in custody soon. Other news tonight, as the Tri-Cities continues to grow, mental health providers say the number of counselors is struggling to keep up, especially for youth services. New at 6, our Dan Hansen says one local organization is expanding with help of a major anonymous donation aimed at getting more families access to care.
As the Tri-Cities grows, counselors say the need for mental health care is growing even faster. Providers say anxiety and depression cases keep rising, and families can end up waiting for an open appointment.
Particularly with young people, we're seeing a lot of anxiety and depression seemingly on the rise.
Asensio says the counselor shortage is a big reason the wait lists keep building.
Grace Clinic did a study and we compared it to some other research that showed that for every 350 people in the Tri-Cities, there's one counselor.
He says parents should also watch for warning signs, like kids showing sudden changes in behavior.
Withdrawal, agitation, changes in like normal demeanor behaviors, risky behaviors, things that just seem very like out of the norm.
At Lutheran Community Services Northwest, leaders say more families are asking for help, but there aren't enough providers to keep up. Now, the nonprofit is getting ready to expand into a larger Kennewick facility, and a $500,000 anonymous donation plus a dollar-for-dollar match campaign worth up to $1 million.
There's just not enough out there to provide the level of care that is needed right now. So expanding for us is just being able to meet the need.
And it's not just more space. Gentry says they plan to hire about 25 more staff, and they're working with universities and internship programs to bring in new counselors to the Tri-Cities.
We partner with schools and students who are finishing up their practicum hours so that we can help invite students here to learn alongside of us and then get hired on.
Gentry says the goal isn't just to bring counselors in, but to keep them here.
As we grow, we will do that in a timely manner and be able to expand those services to the youth and families in our community.
LCSNW says the new facility should open later this summer. The matching campaign runs through March of next year. Reporting in Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Leaders say they hope the campaign will not only expand services, but also spark more conversations around mental health support for youth and families across the Tri-Cities. Washington State has a special place in UFO history. From the first famous flying saucer sighting near Mount Rainier in 1947 to modern reports across the state, the release of newly declassified UFO files is once again sparking questions about what's really out there. I spoke with UFO investigators, local leaders, and people on the street about whether they believe. Do you believe in UFOs?
But I interviewed some pilots, very solid people, and they said they saw things that you wouldn't believe.
And it all started in Washington State. On June 24, 1947, pilot Kenneth Arnold reported seeing 9 mysterious objects right near Mount Rainier. While flying from Chehalis to Yakima, Arnold observed 9 disc-like objects flying in a V formation at an estimated speed of 1,700 miles per hour.
Bogey at 10 o'clock high.
His description of the objects moving like a saucer, skipping across water, gave birth to the term flying saucer.
In April, we had 11 cases that put us number 8 in the country.
And now, nearly 80 years later, newly released UFO files are fueling fresh interest.
It was definitely a surprise, even though we were waiting for it.
But I have a lot of hope for it. There are millions of people that have had experiences.
MUFON Washington State investigators Kathleen and Sandra tell me Washington continues to be a hotspot for unexplained reports. They say most cases have ordinary explanations, but some still have questions.
Well, I haven't seen anything myself, but I did have a customer the other night who asked if I saw anything strange in the sky. I'm not sure what to think.
Even local leaders are fascinated. Pasco City Councilman Leo Perales says he's long been interested in UFOs and welcomes more government transparency.
These are security concerns, and so we can't just dismay them anymore. I think we need to really start vetting them. I mean, come to your city council meeting. Maybe people will start believing now.
I also asked Yakima County Commissioner Amanda McKinney what she thought.
I don't have any comment on it because I haven't read the files. Funny enough, it's been something that I've been working on these other issues that we're just talking about.
The newly released files include decades of reports and investigations, including records from the Air Force's Project Blue Book.
Why do you think that the government finally fessed up?
I think a lot of it is power, and I think a lot of it is money.
A FOIA doesn't have to be honored by a contractor.
Mm-hmm.
But there are lawmakers speaking out. Whereas here in Washington State, they've been silent. Do you want our politicians to talk about this or to look more into it?
I think they're assigned to committees in different ways. The connection with Boeing would make that quite an interesting prospect. It would be nice to see some of our lawmakers doing that.
I don't know how many, I'm going to say many sightings over Hanford. I imagine a lot of them have had experiences and they're silently saying, yeah, we know that. That's happened to us, but we don't talk about it. I don't know, maybe we should rattle the cage.
To the still skeptics, what do you say?
Well, we hope that they have an experience.
So, is the truth out there? Only time will tell. MUFON Washington says they are coming out with a new app soon to help track photos that aren't made with AI. They are also recruiting new investigators from our region. You can find their contact information on our website. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6. As Pasco City leaders prepare for growth, we will tell you about the project aimed at increasing the capacity of their irrigation system. Plus, live picture outside from Kennewick. Stacy returns tracking severe wind and thunderstorm chances on this first alert weather day. Stay with us as we are on your side.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
So I'm a general dentist who focuses on Invisalign, airway dentistry, and early interceptive orthodontics. We have such a diverse group of providers, and they all have their own special subset of skills and area of expertise and things that they really enjoy doing. I mean, we have a really broad variety of skill sets here, and so I think it's really nice to be able to have all that collaboration in-house to be able to treat our patients. I think balance is my biggest accomplishment. I'm a mom of 4 as well, and so work-life balance I think is my biggest accomplishment. Being able to have a professional career and also balancing that family life I think to me feels like a pretty big accomplishment.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Chest pains and a cough, little things wipe you out, you can't shake it off. It might be long, long COVID. You got chills, brain fog, depression, fever, can't smell or taste. Could be long COVID. One more time.
When it comes to Viking hand, or Dupuytren's contracture, don't be a Viking. Request a modern, non-surgical treatment with minimal recovery time. Visit findahandspecialist.com.
You might think your floors are clean, but not from where we're standing. Try the new Swiffer Power Mop. New micro scrubbers clean 5 times deeper than spin mops, keeping more dirt and grime off your socks, so stuff stays trapped here and not down here. The new Swiffer Power Mop.
On board Rocky Mountaineer, you'll traverse the Canadian Rockies with ease, where world-class service and conversations flow like a mountain river. Rocky Mountaineer.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now.
Always on your side.
Last night and this morning on Apple Valley News Now, we brought you a story about contract negotiations between Yakima Valley's MultiCare and Regents. We reported that the two sides did reach an agreement. We do want to make a correction that the two sides did not reach an agreement yet. So the correct story is, as of now, Yakima Valley MultiCare facilities are no longer in network with Regents Insurance due to ongoing negotiations. We sincerely apologize for this error and have more details about the story on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. All right, turning to other news tonight, Pasco city leaders are moving forward with a major irrigation infrastructure project tied to growth in the Broadmoor area. The city says the project centers around a new pump station that would help increase the capacity of Pasco's irrigation system, something leaders say is needed as development continues to expand across the city. The system currently relies on Columbia River water and a network of wells, but studies dating back to more than a decade identified supply deficiencies during peak summer demand. The new project would work in partnership with the South Columbia Basin Irrigation District by using excess irrigation water and feeding it into Pasco's existing system. Officials say the project also includes pipeline connections and infrastructure improvements in the Broadmoor area, where growth has accelerated in recent years.
It includes both a pump station, some improvements to be able to cross an existing ditch or pond that Skivet owns, and then some pipeline to connect that pump station to our existing network of pipes further south in Broadmoor.
The city says the project is expected to help improve water pressure and irrigation reliability as Pasco continues planning for future growth.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And a first alert, or I should say a first skirt alert weather day. It's been very, very windy, very dusty, but you know, it's still breezy, but it's starting to calm down a little bit. I'm not seeing as much dust in the air. 66 degrees, big cool down. Remember, we were close to 90 degrees and we've dropped yesterday, we've dropped nearly 20 degrees since yesterday, so very chilly. Now, gusty winds continue. Columbia Basin, Hermiston area, Pendleton, Walla Walla, even out to Dayton. Things are starting to calm down, though, believe it or not, a little bit there in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. Blowing dust zones. Pay attention to this map. This is where we tend to see that. So when you travel on these interstates and highways around the region, you could encounter low visibility during situations like this. Now, the winds will continue to be breezy. The wind warning will expire tonight at 11 o'clock, and it covered a vast area, and we were seeing those winds all through the region. It brought down some trees in the area, of course, caused the blowing dust. All of that was brought in by a cold front that also brought some rain and some thunderstorms through the region. We saw a few thunder warnings. Rain-wise, didn't bring a lot. This one's going forward. It was, about 1/10 of an inch or so. The mountains saw a little bit more. There's the remainder of the storm now moving up towards Cheney, Spokane, out towards Colfax, and staying east of Walla Walla at this point. So now we're drying out, and we're going to stay cool. Temperatures about average or a little bit below average. That heat dome we had earlier in the week has moved well to the east of our region, and those temperatures are going to remain pretty comfortable, 60s and 70s for the next several days. Let's go zone by zone. Look at the cool down for tomorrow. These are the daytime highs in the Kittitas Valley. Now, pay attention. We are going to still see some breezy and gusty winds in the afternoon at times, but a little bit less than we had today. We're going to be a comfortable 70s, should be nice in the Yakima Valley. However, you'll see some breezy winds once again in the afternoon, but not nearly like we had today. In the Columbia Basin, 60s, 70s here. Southwest winds around 25 miles an hour. Those are the gusts, by the way. And then here in the foothills of the Blues, 60s and 70s. So a big cool down, probably appreciated by a lot of you watching tonight. All right, windy, 63 tomorrow. We're going to drop down into the 50s, and we do have a little bit of something on the radar here. A system mainly going to stay in the Cascades and the mountains, but we could see a couple of stray showers, and then those breezy winds continue in the Kittitas Valley. Yakima also a bit windy with a very slight chance of rain, a little bit windy on your Saturday, and a nice Sunday with temperatures close to 70 degrees under sunny skies. Taking a peek into the Tri-Cities, look for breezy to gusty winds here as well. We'll probably stay dry and not see any of those rain chances coming through the Columbia Basin. Same in Hermiston, looking dry there with a beautiful weekend in those lower mid 60s if that's your comfort zone there. And then we'll see a little bit of the rain activity possible as Walla Walla sits a little bit closer to the mountains with cooler temps, and then back to the 70s by Tuesday. So
okay.
Hang in there. The wind's going to stop.
Yeah.
Felt like this building was going to blow over a couple of times today.
Yeah, I mean, it's just serious wind.
That was serious wind, yes.
All right, thank you, Stacey. Coming up, a dog disappears into the earth in rural England, the complex rescue operation that unfolded 21 feet below ground.
Did you know CancerGuard can help screen for multiple cancers?
Good to know.
CancerGuard helps screen for over 50 cancers, even before symptoms appear.
Wait, what?
It's one simple blood test.
That really is good to know.
CancerGuard, from the makers of Cologuard.
Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Get ready, Walla Walla. The sweetest season is here. Join us at the ballpark for opening day, June 2nd, as the Walla Walla Sweets hit the field. We're bringing the fun with post-game fireworks, and 1,000 fans will receive a Sweet Stadium clear backpack. Gates open at 6, so mark your calendar, because this season the Sweets are bringing the thrill of baseball back to Walla Walla. Check our website for ticket packages and get your tickets now. Be part of the Walla Walla Sweets experience this season. Let's play ball.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now, I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven to help achieve remission, meaning few to no symptoms in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home. I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you.
We're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
A very lengthy and muddy rescue unfolding underground. This is the moment a dog was pulled to safety after spending more than 6 hours trapped in a narrow underground pit. The rescue unfolded in the grasslands of the UK's North York Moors, where officials say the dog fell roughly 21 feet. Multiple agencies responded and organized a rescue that included an attempt by a petite cave rescuer to squeeze through the tight underground gap, which ultimately proved successful. A wagging tail was a good sign that the dog was okay. Video from another rescue shows the moment a heroic Tennessee cop kicked in a door to save a family of 3 from a house fire. The Chattanooga officer's urgent approach turned aggressive upon arriving and learning there were 3 people still inside. Once he kicked his way in past the flames, he was able to get a mother and 2 small children to safety. He then went to work extinguishing the smoldering exterior. The department said police are not trained in firefighting, but they do take an oath to serve and protect. Still ahead in our next half hour. Kennewick honors its first responders. The EMS Week event highlighting how coordination saves lives.
Wendy Redmond, only one station, Apple Valley News Now.
And we're always on your side.
We're here for those who build America. If that's who you are, you value what we value, and you should pay what we pay.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation, and right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you could save big with up to $3,200 in utility and cool cash rebates available this spring. At Total Energy Management, we will ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
25 years of making memories. 25 years of fun with family and friends. 25 years of Dust Devils baseball.
The fun continues this week. Friday, May 15th is school night, thanks to Polish Homes, and a family feast night, thanks to Tri-City Airport. Saturday, May 16th, we will all enjoy a post-game fireworks show presented by the Nuclear Care Partners.
Come be a part of our best season yet. Tickets at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
My experience at Broadmoor RV has been professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
For me, what I was impressed about was no pressure whatsoever, and we had a lot to choose from, which was great.
Don't wait. It's as simple as that. It's just a great way to spend time with your family.
It feels like a home away from home. Broadmoor RV makes camping fun.
We're here for those who build America. If that's who you are, you value what we value, and you should pay what we pay.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who's making a difference and going that extra mile to make our communities better, please let us know. Click on Volunteers Count on the contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and Apple Valley News Now.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., a solution under construction. Why Union Gap is building more than just a gymnasium for their community. Plus, a Tri-City Dust Devils pitcher earns Northwest League honors, the performance that put him in the spotlight. And Stacy's got your weather as the news continues now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
We have made it to the middle of the week. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy is anchoring Good Morning Northwest. Our very own Stacy Lee is here. She's live in the Weather Center. If you missed the top of our 6 o'clock news, you missed Dottie, who dealt with a tree down.
Yeah.
That has been the story across our area.
Yeah. Well, we've been telling you for several days, first alert weather day due to the winds, and they did not disappoint. Winds at these speeds, these kind of gusts can knock down large trees like that happened at Dottie's house. And there's lots of branches down. And again, the area has been windy since early this morning and sustained winds all day long. And it's still breezy outside. But the good news is the winds are going to start calming down. They just haven't quite done that yet here in the Tri-Cities and in Hermiston. We're starting to see the winds calm down a little bit in Ellensburg, a little bit breezy still in Yakima and Walla Walla as well. And you can see the camera shaking, but it looks like a portrait. It's beautiful. The sun's starting to come out, 64 degrees. Your sustained winds at 22 miles an hour. The humidity is also going down. Temperatures around the area much cooler than we saw just 24 hours ago, and think 48 hours ago, where our temperatures were in the 70s, 80s, and even close to 90 on Monday. So we had that big drop in temperatures. Temperatures on the cooler side tomorrow, 0 precip. Winds are still going to be an issue, not nearly as bad as we had yesterday. And your reason to smile. Let's talk about that. How about these baby geese or goslings hanging out at Pioneer Park? Thanks to our friend Lila for sending that in. Use the QR code right there on top of your screen and keep us smiling with your weather photos. Austin?
All right, Stacy, we'll see in just a bit. Well, construction is moving forward on a new gymnasium project at the Union Gap School District. It's a project leaders say will benefit both students and the broader community. New at 6:30, our William Albert spoke with officials about what this means moving forward.
The Union Gap School District passed a bond in 2024 to fund the nearly $12 million gym project. District leaders say the current gym has been stretched thin for years, with multiple classes often sharing the same space at the same time. Superintendent Dr. Tom Brandt, who has been with the district for about a year, says much of the planning for the project was led by the previous superintendent and school board.
It was really the former superintendent that was here with the school board. And so, in fact, we just had a groundbreaking ceremony where she said a few words. The mayor of the city of Union Gap said a few words. So I got in here when the plans were already laid, so I can't take credit for any of this. However, I'm going to be charged with carrying it through, and it's a wonderful opportunity for our community.
However, Director of Operations Tony Silver says the district's single gym currently has to serve students from preschool through 8th grade, making scheduling and space a major challenge.
With a single school having grades ranging from pre-kindergarten, so we have preschool as well as transitional kindergarten, all the way through 8th grade, and meeting all their physical education needs and in one space. There's truly only one space, as well as outside, but that's dependent on weather.
District leaders said the new facility is also expected to serve the community beyond school hours, providing space for local events, sports, and community organizations.
The former superintendent and school board and community decided to do was to pass a bond to have funds designated for a new gym constructed, and the community can use it as well. So it's not just for our school, community can use it as well.
District leaders said the need for more space goes beyond just school activities, with community organizations also looking for space, often reaching out to the district to use their facility, but already being booked.
We've already booked the space, someone's already requested it, and that's just for local organizations. And we have people outside of Union Gap that have asked to use facilities as well. And just having that space to continue the community involvement, give our community members and even outside the community a place to participate in those sports.
Construction is still in the early stages, but district leaders say progress is moving along well.
We have the walls set for construction on the exterior walls, so we're in the initial stages yet. So it's starting to look like a gym, though.
District leaders say they hope the new gym will become a central gathering space for both students and the community. In Union Gap, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Officials tell us the project is expected to be complete by July of 2027. From Yakima County to the Tri-Cities, local first responders are being recognized ahead of EMS Week with a special showcase in Kennewick. The Kennewick Fire Department teamed up with AMR Tri-Cities and Lifelight Network today at the 9/11 World Trade Center Memorial at Southridge Sports and Events Complex to highlight the life-saving partnerships that help respond to emergencies across the Tri-Cities area. Kennewick Fire Chief Michael Hefner says the event is a reminder of how important coordination between agencies can be during emergencies.
This is a great opportunity to highlight the partnerships we have here in Kennewick and in the Tri-Cities between the fire department and some of the transport partners, AMR and Lifelight, that bring specialized transport services to our community.
National EMS Week runs May 17th through the 23rd and honors emergency medical professionals for the life-saving care they provide every single day. Tri-City Dust Devils pitcher Nate Snead was named the Northwest League Pitcher of the Week. The award follows Snead's performance where he threw 6 perfect innings in a win against the Spokane Indians. He allowed no one to reach base and struck out 6 batters on just 58 pitches. The week prior, he also picked up his first win as a member of the Dust Devils.
It means a lot. It's great. Shows appreciation throughout the whole minor league baseball system, along with the MLB, and the support staff that they have is incredible. That they keep up with everybody like that, and it's truly an honor. It was really fun last week, but that was last week. Looking forward now. Got to pitch tomorrow and do my thing.
Snead was a third-round draft pick by the Los Angeles Angels in last year's draft out of the University of Tennessee. He is already winning awards in his first professional season. East Valley High School's boys soccer team won the district championship in a thriller against Toppenish. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable recaps the game that even overtime could not decide.
Down 2-0 in the second half, it wasn't where East Valley wanted to be in the district championship. 2 goals coming from senior Jace Cuavas, with one coming in the final seconds of regulation, sent the game into overtime.
And I just saw that ball coming towards me. I was like, all right, this is my moment to shine. And, I hit it, and luckily I didn't hit it the best, but I can't complain because it still went in by deflection. And I'm just so grateful that it went in. And it was just honestly the best moment, getting that second goal in the district final. Like, what else could he ask for,
After 2 scoreless overtime periods, the game went into penalty kicks. But East Valley's goalkeeper, Angel Lopez, stopped the final 2 shots to seal the championship for the Red Devils.
I was looking at their movements, everything, and then after I blocked that, I just had a spike in me. And then after that, I just wanted more and more. And at that time, I was like, all right, I'm blocking this one, and that's what I do to win it for it. And it was just an extra boost to know that if I block that second one, we win it, and I win it for all my seniors and my coaches.
A team that has been here before, East Valley has won the district 3 of the last 4 years.
Yeah, it was just the resilience of these guys, and they haven't had to fight from behind too much this season, but I was proud of them for the challenge that they faced today, and were able to come back and fight through that and get the result that they needed to get.
And after a marathon of a game, East Valley can now prepare for the state tournament. In Toppenish, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Good stuff, Jake. Thank you. Both East Valley and Toppenish have clinched spots in the state tournament, but the district championship victory will give East Valley a more favorable seed for state. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30. The Alex Murdaugh murder case takes a stunning turn. The major reversal in one of South Carolina's most watched trials. And here's a live picture from our Skycam network. This is overlooking the Columbia River in Richland. Stacy returns on this First Alert weather day. How low will temperatures dip? She's going to explain in her full First Alert forecast next.
Only one station is on your side.
One station.
Apple Valley News Now.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven to help achieve remission, meaning few to no symptoms in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Why suffer through painful heartburn longer than necessary? For effective relief, nothing works faster than Alka-Seltzer. The effervescent formula begins neutralizing acid in seconds to effectively relieve heartburn fast. Try Alka-Seltzer.
And Doug.
That name on your shirt, it means something. Because Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Tommy, stop that. Now let's get out there and play like it.
Again, Doug? Parents need to stay over there.
Sorry, Coach.
No, so get your little buddy.
Limu, no! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
It's happening now. Brett's RV and Marine is hosting the Pasco Outdoor RV and Boat Show today through this Sunday at the Heppo Center in Pasco. This is where great deals can be found on new and used boats and RVs. We're bringing out a large selection, all priced to sell, with special show pricing you won't see again. Travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes. If you're shopping for a boat or RV, come see us at the Heppo Center. Our adventure experts are ready to help you get a great deal and get out camping and boating. Learn more at Brett'sRV.com.
Get ready, Walla Walla. The sweetest season is here. Join us at the ballpark for opening day, June 2nd, as the Walla Walla Sweets hit the field. We're bringing the fun with post-game fireworks, and 1,000 fans will receive a Sweet Stadium clear backpack. Gates open at 6, so mark your calendar, because this season the Sweets are bringing the thrill of baseball back to Walla Walla. Check our website for ticket packages and get your tickets now. Be part of the Walla Walla Sweets experience this season. Let's play ball.
Don't sweat the technique.
How much for what?
11. When kids start making money,
Who's next?
Chase can help them figure out how to manage it with smart tools and guidance from expert bankers.
Wow. Now that's a first deposit. Let's get your account open. Eh? Give me some.
That's good for kids and good for parents. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Alex Murdaugh is set to get a new trial for charges he killed his wife and son in 2021. That's after the South Carolina Supreme Court overturned the prominent attorney's high-profile convictions today. The justices cite former county clerk Becky Hill's comments to jurors. The defense says her statements like, quote, "Watch his body language," implied Murdaugh's guilt. The attorneys say that prevented him from getting a fair trial with an impartial jury. Prosecutors acknowledge that Hill spoke to some jurors, but said the comments were minor. Murdaugh was convicted in March 2023. The Federal Reserve will soon have a new leader to take the reins. Kevin Warsh was confirmed by the Senate as the Fed's 17th chair earlier today. The 54-45 vote, mostly down party lines, was the most partisan for a Fed chair nominee in history. Pennsylvania's John Fetterman was the only Democrat to back the confirmation. Warsh is a former Morgan Stanley banker and one-time Fed governor.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, what was a very windy, kind of stormy day is looking much better. Take a look. The guys are out on the field. Baseball is on. A little breezy out there, but I was checking the trees off, and I'm like, maybe not too bad at Kisa Stadium. 66. Winds are from the southwest at 23 miles an hour. So, yeah, a little bit breezy out there. Humidity at 43%. Your sunset at 8:21. Probably want a light coat as we'll continue to see the gusty winds. Now, the good news is winds will start to dissipate, start to decrease as we get through the evening. Let's go zone by zone and take a look at our temperatures tonight. We're going to be in the 30s and 40s, so much cooler than we have been in the Kittitas Valley with some breezy and gusty winds. And again, those will start to die down. 30s and 40s into the Yakima Valley, with Yakima and Union Gap being the coolest spot tonight there. In the Columbia Basin, we're going to hover just under 50 most of the area. A little bit warmer in Boardman at 50 degrees overnight, 45 in Prosser. Foothills of the Blues, a little bit on the chilly side. I think 41 is feeling chilly after we've had those warmer temperatures. 46 in Milton Freewater and Walla Walla. The rest of those showers, there they go. This is our live radar. It's moving on out. It's by Pullman, Colfax, up by Cheney and Spokane. Our area is now drying out. And we'll continue to see cooler air moving in, at least in Washington State. Some of that warmer air starting to creep back, but the big heat dome we had a few days ago moving off to the east. Now, temperatures around town, they're going to be pretty comfortable. 60s and 70s over the next few days. So if you were getting out the tank tops and the shorts, you might need a light jacket and get ready to warm up, especially in those morning hours. All right, 50s and 60s for your daytime highs tomorrow. Again, a little bit breezy, but not nearly as windy as we had today. Lower 70s all down the Yakima Valley, so a pretty nice day. A little bit breezy in the afternoon. Tri-Cities and the Columbia Basin looking at temperatures in the 60s and 70s with light winds at 25 miles an hour in the afternoon. And on Thursday, looking pretty good in the foothills of the Blues. On the cooler side in the 60s and 70s. Here's your 7-day planner. Look for those breezy and gusty winds again. We do have a little bit of something rolling in, mainly going to bring some showers to the mountains, but we could see some of those make it into the Kittitas Valley, which will continue to see those gusty winds for the next several days. Yakima looking good with a very light chance of rain on Saturday. Otherwise, a beautiful looking weekend and nice temperatures going into next week. I'm liking the looks of 73 on Monday and 76 on Tuesday. Here's Tri-Cities. Looks like we'll escape any chances of rain going forward. A little bit cooler and windy once again on Friday, but the weekend's not looking too bad. In fact, that's good gardening, lawn mowing weather. Staying under 70 degrees and then popping back up close to 80 by the middle of the week. In Hermiston, also a little bit breezy this weekend. Pleasant temperatures, breezy and 75 on Tuesday. And in Walla Walla, a little closer to the foothills there with that slight chance of rain on Saturday. But an overall good looking forecast once we got through today.
Yeah.
The blowing winds, the patio destruction.
I know.
On my lunch break, I was like, okay.
Yep. It was real today.
It was real,
sure.
but yeah,
All right.
things are looking much better.
Good news. Coming up in What's Trending, we'll tell you what Spotify's 20-year anniversary feature is that takes you back in time.
When it comes to travel, you're a winner. That's why when you sit behind a crying baby, it stops being such a baby. And that's why you rent with National, where you can choose a car and go.
Go ahead. Crank the volume. We got you. USPS has increased daily package processing capacity by 46% in the past 5 years. For peace of mind. USPS Ground Advantage.
You know, dishes washed by hand may look clean, but can have invisible food residue left behind. Get a better clean with Cascade Complete. These action packs have Dawn to tackle grease, leaving nothing behind but shine. Whoa, I'm handsome. New Cascade Complete.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis? With fewer symptoms from moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, where would you go? Imagine being a million miles away. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. And for adults with active psoriatic arthritis, Tremfya goes beyond the skin. Less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. And Tremfya even reduced fatigue. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
My mind felt hazy and gray. I couldn't follow conversations. It was like I was in a fog. I was sleeping way too much. I was missing out on activities with my family. I felt underwater. Now I know it was depression. Recognizing my symptoms and finding support helped me manage it. Learn more about your symptoms at seehowifeel.org.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Attention viewers. Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 5:30 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time on Sunday, May 24th.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
All right, can you remember the first song you ever streamed on Spotify? No need to strain your brain too hard. Spotify can actually tell you the answer.
That's right. In honor of its 20-year anniversary, the music streaming service is offering a look back at your entire history on the platform. It tells you your first day on Spotify, the total number of songs that you listened to, the artist and title of your first streamed song, and your all-time most streamed artist.
The look back is only available through the Spotify app.
And when it came out, I was still doing radio, so I was anti-Spotify.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
So probably don't have one of those
Right.
accounts.
Right.
All right, switching gears now. Miller Beer has soccer fans covered for the World Cup.
Check out this brew. Holding soccer ball you can get for just under 20 bucks. It is 1.5 times larger than a regulation ball in order to hold a full 12-pack of beer.
Oh, so it's like a cooler. Well, the novelty item appears to be more of a conversation piece than truly functional. It can't really open those upside-down cans, and Miller isn't promising it will keep them cold. So, okay.
Yeah. The Miller Time MVP match ball goes on sale next Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pass on that gimmick.
Not interested?
Not interested in that. But what I am interested is telling you about the weather. So stick around for that.
When congestion has you feeling off, turn on new Afrin Saline, made with seawater, and feel the rush of extra strength daily relief.
Wow.
Afrin Saline. Now, the wow is real every day.
At Prosser Digestive Health Center, find expert care close to home. Services include colonoscopy screenings, care for swallowing problems and esophageal motility disorders, GERD, celiac disease, and nutrition-related GI conditions. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center, 509-786-5599, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Digestive health close to home. This is how we care.
On 3. Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to help people save hundreds. 1, 2, 3.
Liberty Mutual Health Insurance.
Nailed it! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The little pill with a big story to tell.
Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once-daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell. Action!
Another day. Same pain, same meds, same struggling for symptom relief. Injections like Humira and Enbrel work similarly to treat moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis or psoriatic arthritis. But if your symptoms haven't improved enough, Rinvoq works differently. It's a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve RA and PSA joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. Even after 3 years, many people felt this relief. In PSA, Rinvoq can leave skin noticeably clearer.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Do something different. Ask your doctor if switching to Rinvoq is right for you.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
And welcome back. All right, so the wind was an issue. We had Skr alert. My daughter did my hair this morning. She said,
nice.
And she goes, I'm going to put a little hairspray. I go, put a little bit more on because I need it to last. Anyway, all right, let's take a look at our final big weather stories. The winds dying down, that's good. Drying out, that's good. Highs in the 60s and 70s, I think that's great. So enjoy that for the next 7 days. So good looking forecast. Overnight tonight, we'll continue to see the winds till about midnight or so. Temperatures on the cooler side. It's a little bit cooler than we have been seeing, but hey, I call that good sleeping temperatures. You get to bundle up. For tomorrow, 60s and 70s, so about 73. Really nice day, Tri-Cities. Now, the winds that you see on the right, those are the gusts, and those might pick up a little bit in the afternoon. But be a smart one. Grab our Apple Valley News Now weather app. There you go. It's your little weather person right in your pocket.
All right.
It was sending me alerts all day today, but go ahead, we have something special coming up.
Within the next few minutes, you will see a special report from ABC News. President Trump in China, he's going to hold a press conference, but that does it for us here at 6 and 6:30.
Have a great Wednesday night.